Well, the other day we were driving down the road and we saw a brewery called Stonepicker. We had to stop, grab some of their beer. Turns out they had a lot of variety in there. So we got one of everything. So we might see a lot of Stonepicker coming up. This particular one is called Kick in the Teeth. It is a double IPA, 7% alcohol, so maybe that's why they call it Kick in the Teeth. It'll set you back. 61 on the IBU scale, so it's a little, probably a little more hoppy, which I would expect with a double IPA. So yeah, let's open her up, see what we got. That sounds good, doesn't it? All right. Oh, nice dark roasted look to it. Turn that around, you can have a look at that nice label. It is kind of a roasted malt flavor. It's a little bit of hoppiness to it, but not nothing I can't handle. Tastes pretty good. Anyways, speaking of kicking the teeth, this guy goes into a bar and he sits down, grabs a beer, and looks around, and at the other end of the bar there's this monkey. He just happens to be sitting there. He's maybe, eating some peanuts and hanging out, drinking a beer. The guy's kind of curious, he's never been in the bar before, and he says to the bartender, what's going on with that monkey over there? It's kind of weird just to have a monkey in the bar. He goes, oh, well, he's a town monkey. He hangs around, and he's kind of a one-trick monkey. He goes, well, a one-trick monkey, what do you mean by that? The bartender says, well, if you're interested, he says, you go over there, you put $50 down in front of him on the bar, and then you get one chance, and you hit him as hard as you can. You can punch him, you can kick him, whatever you want. And the guy's like, well, that doesn't seem like much of a trick. The bartender says, well, the trick is if you knock him out, when he regains consciousness, he'll come over and he'll perform oral sex on you. And the guy's like, wow, I would like to see that. I'm really curious about this. So the bartender says, well, all right. So the bartender walks over and he slams $50 down in front of the monkey. The monkey looks up and the bartender gives him a karate kick right in the teeth. The monkey gets all wobbly and falls off his stool on the ground. He's out cold. The guy's like, wow, that was quite a shot. The bartender's like, yeah, well, you got to hit him pretty hard. He's a tough monkey. And it's like 3 minutes later, the monkey gets up and he's looking around. And he looks in the bar and he grabs the 50 and he puts it in his pocket. Comes over to the bartender and he gives him a blowjob behind the bar. So it's all said and done, and monkey goes and sits on his stool again. And the guy says, wow, I've never seen anything like that. I've been to a lot of bars, and that is impressive. And the bartender says, well, if you want to give it a shot, it's just $50. The guy says, I'd love to give it a try. Just can you promise not to hit me as hard as you hit the monkey? Beer and a joke.